Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I'm going to be teaching us or telling us the things that we need to start as a fashion designer. If you're just joining me for the very first time, you're welcome to my channel, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for joining me again. So let's get right into the video. There are some things that we have limited ourselves to as fashion designers, that is until we have these things before we can start our business or our brand, which is not true. There are so many things that a lot of people have said that you might have heard. You need to have this, you need to have that before you can start, which is not true. There are some ideas that even you have in your head. You have created some ideas in your head that until you have this, you cannot start. No, that is not true. There are some things that you need. There are basic things that you need as a fashion designer for you to start your brand as a fashion designer or as a fashion brand. You must not have everything. You must not have industrial. You must not have a weaving machine. Those petty things that you have heard or you have already put in your mind that you have them before you can start. Let me change that mindset today. You must not have everything before you start. In this video, I'm going to be telling you the basic things that you need to start as a fashion designer. Now, the first thing that you need to start as a fashion designer is the skill. That's the very first thing that you need to start as a fashion designer. You have to get the skill. There are different ways to get the skill, to know how to sew, to learn how to sew. There are so many options. You can register in a fashion school. There are roadside stores. You can register in any roadside store. And the internet has even made things easy for us. For example, my channel, you can learn how to sew on my channel. There are other channels like this too, where you can learn how to sew from the comfort of your home. If you do not have the resources to register in a proper fashion school yet, or to go and register in any roadside store, because those ones too you pay. But online, you don't have to pay. Just your internet connection and a phone, and that's all you need to start learning. You can look at this fly. I want to distract my video. So that's all you need to start learning how to sew from the comfort of your home. There are different channels. Just go on YouTube, search how to learn how to sew, different things. You can search anyway. Basic how would I ever put it? Just type how to learn how to sew as a beginner. You will see different videos. Tons of videos will come up for you to choose from, and you can start learning. If you don't have any channel in mind, stay here on this channel. I'm going to be teaching you step by step how to sew from the comfort of your home. Okay, so number two thing that you need is a sewing machine. After you have gotten the skill, you need a sewing machine. Even the sewing machine itself is not even still a yardstick for you not to start, because when I started, I did not even have a sewing machine. As long as you have anybody that is sewing around you, as long as you have any tailor around you, is enough for you to start. You can go and meet the person and beg the person, please, I want to be using your sewing machine to sew until I have mine. If the person is somebody that is understanding, the person will allow you. Like when I started, I had a friend that I met on Facebook, Direct Clothings. I did not have a sewing machine then, and he's also a tailor. So what I used to do, I used to go to his house. I would just call him, I beg you, I get one work where I want to, please let me come and use a sewing machine. And he's a very free person. He used to allow me. So I was always going there to use the sewing machine, until one day I just decided that I need to get my own sewing machine. So I saw a job opportunity. I quickly took it and I went to work, and that was how I was able to raise money to buy my sewing machine. So you can start using anybody's sewing machine, anybody around you. Beg them, talk to them, be polite, enter them, tell them sweet words. Make anything you can do to convince them to allow you to be using it. Convince them. And you don't have to be disturbing the person. You don't have to stress the person. Find out the free time of that person when that person is not using that sewing machine, so that you can go use, so that you will not be distracting that person's work. The time the person wants to work, that is the time you want to be using. Nobody will allow you to do that too. So when the person have extra, you can beg the person, okay, let me be using this one. There are different ways you can improvise. Okay, another thing you need is scissors. You cannot start sewing without a scissors. You need scissors to cut your fabrics now. I mean, you want to use razor blade. You cannot use your blade. You need scissors. You must not go and buy expensive scissors. There are scissors that they sell 7,000. You must not buy expensive scissors. There are scissors you can buy 1,000 naira scissors, 1,500, 2,000. You can use it. Start with it. The scissors I'm using is not expensive one, but it can cut material. It can cut fabric. So what are you looking for expensive scissors for? So another thing you need is iron. You need iron whenever you are working. You need iron. You cannot do without ironing. So you can get iron. There are cheap irons. Again, you don't have to go for the expensive one. There are cheap irons everywhere. 15,000, 10,000. You will get iron that will last you for a period of time, like 6 months, even 1 year. If you use it very well, if you maintain it very well, you can use it for up to even 1 year. So you can improvise for things like this. You can improvise. You don't have to wait till you have plenty money, hundreds of thousands, before you start as a fashion designer. Then you need threads, you need needles, you need tape, measuring tape. And one thing about this measuring tape, when you are sewing, have one particular measuring tape that you are using, because all these measuring tape, I've noticed that they are figures. They are different. So you cannot use one measuring tape to take measurement and then you go and use another measuring tape to sew the clothes. Sorry for you. So whenever you are sewing, you need a measuring tape. As a fashion designer, to start, you need a measuring tape. And then when you are sewing, that measuring tape you use to take your measurements, use it to complete the sewing. Don't change it. Because some of these measuring tape, they are different. So that's another thing. Then also, you need a table. A table for cutting and ironing. You need a table for cutting and ironing, so that whenever you want to cut, you will not be stressing yourself too much. Also, but if you don't have a table, it's still fine. You can use the floor. When I started, I did not have table. I never have sewing machine talking of table. I did not have table. I was using the floor. Cut on the floor, iron on the floor. Anything you want to do it on the floor. It's not an excuse for you not to start. So that's another thing. Also, you need pattern papers. You need pattern papers to cut out your patterns, especially because you are a beginner. You need to cut out your patterns. You cannot be doing freehand sketch as a beginner. It is wrong. You might make mistakes because you are not so good with it yet. So make sure you have pattern papers. They are not expensive. Just ask around, they're not expensive. Get pattern papers, cut out your patterns on a paper before transferring it to your fabric. It will even save you stress of wasting people's fabric. By the time you don't cut direct on the fabric and you make mistake, you will use your money and buy another fabric for the person. So cut your patterns on a paper before transferring it to your fabric. So any mistake you want to make, you make it on the paper and correct it on the paper, not on the person's fabric. Do you get? So basically, you don't even need much things to start as a fashion designer. If you have these things that I just mentioned, you are good to go. Machine, first of all, the skill, sewing machine, scissors, iron, table. Even if you don't have table, cut on the floor. Cut on the floor. Yes. So with these things, pattern paper, with these things, you are already good to go. You can start your brand as a fashion designer. Then you need to know how to market your products. You need to know how to sell. Post on social media. When you make any outfit, don't hide it. Do not be ashamed of your work. Post it. Post it on social media. Post it on your WhatsApp status. Post it on TikTok. Post it on Facebook. Post it on Instagram. That is how you grow. And don't be ashamed that people will laugh at me. It is when they even laugh at you. It is from that laugh, that is when you will start learning. It is from those corrections, that's when you will get better. So do not be afraid to post your work. Always post. Always, if you don't even have any clients yet, look for somebody. Sew for the person. Let the person wear it. If you don't have anybody to sew for yourself. Wear it when you are going out. Let people see your clothes, your brand on you. Wear your brand. Do not be ashamed of your brand. Always wear your brand. So that's another advice I'll give to you. So if you have all these basic things, you are good to go. As long as you have a phone, you have internet connection, you have these basic things that I mentioned, you are already good to go. So with this, we have come to the end of this class. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, share, drop a comment. Let me know what you think. If there's anyone that I did not add, please drop it in the comment section. Other people will see it and they will learn from it. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.